You know, they say curiosity kills the cat, but satisfaction brings it back. Well, you know what I'm curious about? I don't know. I never knew how rubber bands was made. So let's see how it's made and how they're made in this beautiful video we about to see right now. Let's get into it. Let's get into it right now. Let's see. It looks intense. Oh, I guess that's the big bait.
The kneading process generates heat, which softens the rubber, making it easier to form into dough.
Ooh, that looked like, I don't even know.
The kneader spits out rubber dough chunks.
It looked like dead meat or something.
Next, a giant rolling pin transforms the dough into wide, thin pieces.
That looks like
he slices the
pie
strips and
or
bundles
something.
them. In this form, it will be easier to control the weight of the rubber in relation to chemicals that are added next. They roll the rubber with a precise amount of sulfur and other chemicals that strengthen the rubber and make it more elastic.
I know that got the stink.
They then roll the rubber very thin. A worker twists and cuts it into small bundles that fit into the opening of an extruding machine.
That looked like a Tootsie Roll.
It forces the still warm and malleable rubber through dies to shape it into long, hollow tubes. The extruder injects air and talcum powder into the tubes to keep the walls from collapsing and sticking together while warm. The tubes cool down in a trough of water, and they deflate as the injected air dissipates. Next, these aluminum poles will serve as molds for the tubes during curing, giving them the correct shape and diameter. The worker slides the tubes onto the molds. The talcum powder injected into the tubes during their extrusion will also act as a release agent, keeping them from sticking to the molds during curing. They load the tubes into a steam oven, and the intense heat vulcanizes the rubber to boost its tensile strength and elasticity.
Now they got Crocs on, okay.
Out of the oven, workers inject air between the tubes and the molds, making it easier to peel the now vulcanized tubes off.
That looks like a lot of work. They make it look so easy.
They rinse the rubber tubes to remove talcum powder residue. There's so much that the water turns milky white. They hang the rubber tubes to drain away some of the water.
I hope they getting paid money for this. I feel like they ain't getting paid.
Splashes water onto them.
This better not be one of those sweatshops.
The next operation will run more smoothly.
Because I will call and report them.
He feeds several tubes at once to a rotating blade which carves them. This creates elastic bands that are exactly the same width. In this case, that's 1.5 millimeters, an average thickness for a rubber band.
Wow, that's small. Dang, they chopped that small?
They can cut 500,000 rubber bands in an hour.
Wow, in an hour.
It doesn't take long for the inventory to pile up.
Damn. Oh, well that was cool. Did y'all learn something new? Cause I did. I learned I won't be working in one of them factories. Oh no. Cause you get dirty. But that was cool, whatever. I would like to see where they got the rubber from though. They just showed you like with these big chunks. But you know, I still learned something. Did y'all learn something? Yeah, I did. So if you like that, give me a like. If you learned something new, drop it down below. And I will see y'all in my next one.